Gateway Dweller, Mystery Theater, and G-chan. Woo! Welcome back to 428 Shibuya Scramble. Welcome. Last time we had some fun looking through all the bad endings. Well, not all of them, obviously, because there's like 100 of them, but quite a few. And they're very interesting and cute and sometimes scary. Just make me realize, what's one of the things I really love about this game is the bad endings. They can just be very fun. I don't know, they can be either scary or humorous or some like crazy alternate scenarios. It's like sometimes when you imagine, oh, what's this? Tab bonus? What the fuck is that? What? Oh. Huh. Wow, and who is this shadowy figure here? Is that Alphard? Okay. So this is how you access the Suzune story. Now, I would do this right now, but I was told that I should do the true ending first before I do the side stories. So let's go into our time chart. Oh wait, what the? It didn't save! Are you fucking kidding me? Why does it never save what we... Oh, God. Motherfucker. You can't... Seriously? 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 Now this really makes me hate the fact that it doesn't have a manual save sometimes. I forget the arrows. Alright, it's the one with 3 choices. It's always the one with 3 choices. And, God. Pretty sure it's this because it says I didn't click it, even though I totally did. Okay. Oh my God, Ji-chan, you and I are on the same fucking wavelength. Absolutely. Sorry, you guys. The game... this game being automatic save only. Blah, blah, blah. You already read this. Oh, God. Same, Ji-chan. I always use automatic save only as my backup as well. In games that have both. I will always rely on the manual save first and foremost. Okay, and now it's, let's go back to the time chart. Yep, that was it. It didn't save that for whatever reason. Okay, that was only 2 minutes of distraction, so that's not too bad. Now, let's see the true ending. And of course, it just saved right there. That isn't Kenan! Maria's ridiculous voice exploded into the silence of the standoff.
I doubt we're getting better testimony than that,
Stanley said, his gun still at the ready.
There is no talking your way out of things this time.
The expression on Alphard's face didn't change. She stood still, a mannequin without a soul. What did you do to Kenan? Maria demanded, marching unsteadily toward the terrorist.
Maria, stay back,
Osawa exclaimed. She ignored him.
Hey, Don't get any closer.
Toteno barked. He looked exhausted, on the verge of collapse.
Answer me!
Maria cried, still advancing.
What happened to Kanan?
But still, Alphard said nothing. Stanley, too, began edging toward her.
Doesn't matter what you ask,
He said.
she won't tell you anything.
Bit by bit, he inched closer. He was going to try to take her down. Let me turn your question around, to borrow a phrase from someone my voice knows, Alphard said abruptly. What do you think? Maria paused, confused. Hello, T. Welcome to the stream.
What do I think about what?
What do you think happened to Kanan? International terrorist, well known for having no emotions of any sort, triple-digit body count, yada yada, etc., whatever. The corner of her lips twisted up, shaping a mirthless smile. You do the math.
You killed her, didn't you?
Maria's words came out as a whisper. I forgot. What was that? I couldn't quite hear you.
You killed Kanan, didn't you?
This time, Maria cried it with biting fury.
She's provoking me.
Maria thought, forcing herself to swallow her rage. She couldn't let herself get caught up in Alphard's game, or her anger would spill out of control.
Why are you laughing?
By force of will, Maria made her voice firm and steady. Because I'm guessing you weren't expecting me to show up here. Hello, Zarmegas. Welcome to the stream. Alphard raised an eyebrow ever so slightly.
This thing here?
Sorry.
This thing here. It's a bomb, isn't it?
Maria held out the necklace.
What?
Stanley furrowed his brow.
Ah, of course. Even if we manage to catch it here, you'd still be able to destroy the lab.
Still, the smile remained on Alphard's face. She seemed to enjoy watching the others figure out her intentions.
But you can't trigger the bomb with me standing this close to you, can you?
Maria locked eyes with Alphard.
Unless you're prepared to sacrifice yourself.
She stood like an image of bravery, while on the inside her apprehension threatened to tear her apart. She could feel her heart thudding so furiously that she thought it might explode. Cold sweat trickled down her spine. Only her rage at Kanan's murder kept her from backing down. Go ahead and blow yourself up if that's what you want, she said. But you'll die with nothing. Your death will mean nothing. Oh, god damn it! I forgot! I didn't know which she was talking. Fuck berries.
Go ahead and blow yourself up if that's what you want,
She said.
but you'll die with nothing. Your death will mean nothing, but not mine. My death will avenge Kanan's!
Really? Silence fell outside the laboratory gates. Stanley and Toteno stood frozen, their guns still trained on Alphard. Both men were ready to pull the trigger at the slightest provocation. This how long had they been there, staring one another down. The passage of time seemed to slow, seconds drawn into hours. Osawa swallowed audibly. Finally, Alphard tossed her gun into the pavement and held up both hands in surrender. Stanley wasted no time springing forward to secure her. He gave her a thorough pat-down from behind. He removed a small device that looked like a detonator from one of her pockets.
On your knees.
Alphard did as she was told. Y'all are talking about missing no. I caught missing no first too when I was a kid. Then I was disappointed to learn how weak it was. I loved that it gave you all the rare candies though. That was great. Alphard did as she was told.
Good. Now hands behind your head. Try anything funny and I will shoot.
Missing no is not that hard to catch, Chi-chan. Yeah, you could totally catch missing no. It's not hard. Oh, that's right, yeah. Yeah, in the original Red and Blue, I caught missing no. It's not difficult to catch. Without a word, Alphard placed her hands on the back of her head, fingers laced together.
What are you playing at?
Stanley growled disdainfully.
Finally realize you can only push your luck so far?
She responded with a faint snicker. It's not my policy to resist when things are hopeless. Her tone was detached, her intentions unreadable. I did, Mystery Theater. As a kid, I fell for one of those long, scam-like instructions to try to get Mew from under the truck. I totally did. But everybody did in those days.
Good. That'll make this easy.
Stanley kept the barrel of his gun pointed at Alphard's head.
This is for my brother.
The words hung in his throat, unspoken. A surge of emotion coursed through him. Just a tiny bit more pressure from his index finger, and he could put a bullet right through Alphard's head. His long journey would finally reach its conclusion. But although he had wished for this moment more than anything, his finger did not move. If he pulled the trigger now, would that really be the end? His mind reeled at the implications. Tenno watched Stanley closely, eventually letting out a tiny sigh of relief. They were in this together, after all. Now they just needed to be careful not to let down their guard. He kept one eye on Alphard as he went to pick up the gun she discarded. But he was too late. The gun was gone. Oh no! Come on, I'm supposed to make a choice!
This is for Kanan!
Maria had lunged forward, snatching up the gun.
Maria, no!
Osawa cried.
What are you thinking?
She ignored her father, taking aim at Alphard's forehead.
Kanan's dead. And you're gonna pay!
The smoldering rage she'd fought to hold back blazed up with renewed fury.
Maria,
Stanley said calmly.
put down the gun.
He had nothing but words to stop her. There was no telling what Alphard might do if he took his gun off her.
What will this accomplish?
He asked. keeping his tone as level as possible. Maria's face remained awash with anger.
Maria,
Her father pleaded.
please, don't do this.
Toteno took a step forward.
Come on. Hand me the gun.
He said.
Stay back!
Maria's arm trembled as she aimed the gun. Everyone stood frozen, not even daring to breathe. The slightest wrong move might bring disaster. The silence roared. I don't care. Alphard sneered. If you want to shoot, then shoot. You do want to avenge Kanan, don't you?
Yes. Yes, I do!
Maria tightened her grip on the gun. Memories of her friend drifted through her mind. To Maria, born into peace, meaning Kanan had been like touching a world beyond her own. A far more complicated world. Still the same so far. I don't know when it's going to change, so I apologize for rereading as much as I have so far. Kanan had blood on her hands from the time she was a little girl. A walking contradiction of cruelty and childishness. And yet she had lived her life according to her own unshakable beliefs. Meeting her had made Maria think hard about her own identity. Yeah, I remember the joke I made here. What did it mean to be Japanese? No, that wasn't the question. What did it mean to be Maria Osawa? That was the crux of it all. They had been able to find common ground, despite differing ideals, because both possessed an unshakable sense of self. Maria made her decision. Oh, wow. Okay, so I'm guessing B is to... Here we go. Here's the choice that we didn't get before. And so we gotta go with A, and we can get the true ending. Woo! Maria's anger dissipated like smoke in a sudden wind. The tension seeped from her body, and she carefully lowered the gun. What's the matter? Alphard smirked. Why won't you shoot? Her eyes blazed with contempt for Maria's naivete. Movie scene.
No. I'm not being naive.
Maria told herself.
Do unto others as they has done to you. An eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth. What does this recurring pattern of retribution really accomplish? It's just an endless cycle of hatred. That's why I'm not gonna fight. Because I'm not like Kanan.
Tears flooded from her eyes.
I'm not like Kanan. But people who are different can still be friends. And I'm not going to honor our friendship by not taking revenge. And I'm going to honor our friendship by not taking revenge. No matter what happens, I'm not going to hurt anyone.
Maria said.
Maybe it's not very really realistic, but this is my fight, and I'm going to fight the way I choose.
She wiped away her tears. For the first time, Maria felt that she understood Kanan. If she'd been able to see her just one more time, she would have been able to speak her mind without fear. Ooh.
I could show Kanan the true me. And maybe then we'd be friends for real.
But But that wasn't going to happen. Not anymore. Maria handed the gun to Titano, then looked up at the nighttime sky. And thus Osawa's life is saved. In the distance, she could faintly hear the sound of police sirens. Not one star could be seen in the sky over Shibuya. All right, true ending time. Ah boy, it's these assholes. A black car, Ford make, arrived at the laboratory and pulled up to the curb. Stanley's superior, Gordon, emerged from the back. A few of his men followed and promptly placed Alphard in handcuffs.
Well done,
Gordon said. Stanley gave him a slight nod.
I'll be taking Alphard back to headquarters. You can finish up here. Understood, sir.
Gordon shoved Alphard into the back seat and sit in alongside her. And the car drove off, so this part is the same. Damn it.
Who was that just now?
Titano asked Stanley.
My boss. Sorry, but we'll be taking Alphard into custody. You will, huh?
Titano frowned, but decided not to press the point. They'd put a stop to Alphard's plan, and they had saved Maria's life. That was enough for him. Maybe he'd even begin to atone for what he'd done to Hitomi. Kano, Suzune, Kotone. Titano pictured all of their faces. God, I love this OST. Perhaps in the end he'd managed to become worthy of their respect.
It's all over.
Stanley spoke under his breath. His gaze locked on the car, taking Alphard away. The black cloud that hung over his heart had yet to lift, but he knew that today was the day he could finally put revenge aside. No longer would memories of his brother bring only sorrow.
This'll do, won't it, Frank?
Abruptly, Maria's cell phone rang in Stanley's pocket.
That's right. I meant to give this back to you.
He handed the phone to Maria.
I wonder who's calling.
Maria picked up.
Yellow.
She could hardly believe it when she heard the voice on the line. Brusque, yet girlish, with a daredevil ring. A voice that had been burned into her mind since the day she met its owner. Oh my god, is that the real Keenan? Wow. The way she described that. My god. Oh my god. Is it the real Keenan? Oh my god!
No, it can't be!
She had been sure she'd never hear that voice again. Oh my god! In an instant, Maria's face was damp with tears of joy. Woo! Yes! The ship lives!
Thank goodness.
Oh, thank goodness! Sorry. Kanan. Woo! Maria couldn't hold back her sobs. The tears kept coming and coming. She had never wept with joy like this in her life. Oh, wow. My God. 0002. Yep, 2 seconds left. Oh my god! We gotta see the real Kanan. Archie held his breath. I knew she had to be alive. He could no longer feel the seconds ticking by. The numbers on the display were changing more and more slowly. But he still watched in fear. It was impossible not to fixate on the countdown. 002, 002, 002. Kano and Archie continued to stare at the timer. 002. It had stopped. The timer had actually stopped. We did it! Archie dropped to his knees with a cry of triumph. The rest of the Shibuya Scramble burst into cheers.
You are one reckless guy, you know that?
Kano held his hand out. Archie grinned up at him.
That makes 2 of us.
The two clasped hands firmly, their handshake conveying more than any words could have.
Archie!
Susumu came rushing over.
You did it, man. I knew you could do it.
The two bumped fists.
Yeah, boy. And we're just me.
Archie said.
Could never have done it without you guys' help. Second chairman. Ho ho ho.
Suzumu smiled bashfully.
Oh, shucks, Archie. Oh. Hey, Susumu. Take care of SOS for me. You got it, buddy.
Susumu looked him squarely in the eye. Archie gave a little nod and the two solemnly bumped fists again.
Ha ha!
Suddenly there was a blinding flash. Archie spun around to see Chiaki standing there beaming happily, her digital camera ready for another shot.
Hey everyone, gather up!
Minorikawa called out to Archie and his pals.
You guys are the heroes of Shibuya!
Photo time, everyone, Chiaki said. Get ready! The young men struck a pose together. Wait, her too! Oh, that was Minorikawa.
Wait, her too?
Minorikawa ushered Hitomi over to stand with Archie. Yes!
Hitomi.
Archie flashed her a sheepish grin. It was all thanks to Hitomi that had been able to do what he had done. Keeping Shibuya safe, keeping his promise to Suzune. Hitomi had been his inspiration for it all. Wow! Jeez! There were so many things he wanted to say, but he couldn't get the right words out. Archie! I... Hitomi's cheeks were damp with tears.
Hey now, young lady.
Minorikawa called.
No crying now. Come on, show us a smile.
He struck a goofy pose beside Chiaki. At last, the smile returned to Hitomi's face.
It really is the best.
Huh? Hitomi looked up at Archie in confusion. God, I love this part.
Your smile,
He said.
it's the best. I don't care what anyone else says.
Ooh, God. Ooh, damn, Archie. He spoke so earnestly that Hitomi couldn't help but smile even more.
Ha-ha! Okay, here we go, people. Get your best faces on!
At Minorikawa's signal, everyone let out a joyous victory cry. Oh, G-chan, I appreciate the sentiment, but my smile is very ugly. I wish it wasn't. Woo! Hell yeah!
Come on, guys.
Suzune shouted.
Let's lift Archie up to where everybody could see him.
The members of SOS let out another roar.
Huh? No, you don't gotta do that, guys. Hey, cut it out!
But Archie had already been swallowed by the enthusiastic throng.
Heave ho! Heave ho! Heave ho!
There in the middle of the scramble, Archie was being hailed as a hero. Kano looked on with a satisfied smile. What they had achieved together was nothing less than a miracle. It had taken a lot of luck and more than a few coincidences for them to stop the bomb.
Coincidences?
Kano muttered to himself. No, that wasn't right. That was something different altogether. Fate. That's what it was. You missed a little bit, Eblis. A lot of it is repeated. And not just one person's fate. The destinies of several people had collided. I remember this part. Gathering momentum until coincidence became inevitability, became
Certainty!
and Shibuya was saved. The raucous crowd tossed Archie high into the air again and again. As a plainclothes detective, Kano would probably never be showered with adulation quite like that. Well, that was all right. A detective's duty was to ensure the safety of the people. He didn't put his life on the line so that he could be a hero. Just seeing all those smiles, that was good enough for him. Kano only needed the approval of one person, and that was Rumi.
Rumi, I hope she managed to get out of Shibuya, okay?
Suddenly worried, Kano put out his cell phone. With a whole bunch of things he wanted to tell her. He couldn't share the whole story. Police rules wouldn't allow it. But he wanted to let her know as much as he could. That the kidnapping case had been resolved safely, for instance. That he'd learned about the tortured past of the detective he so admired. That his partner was going to pull through. That he'd managed to finally talk to her father. That he put his life on the line to save Shibuya from danger. God, I love this music so much. Rumi would listen quietly to the very end. And then Kano thought he knew just what she'd say. Short and sweet. In that gentle voice of hers. Good job. Oh, that is so adorable.
Ah, Rumi. Hello?
There was no response. We have a bad connection. Oh, God.
Hello, Rumi? Are you there? Can you hear me? Look, the case is closed now. If you're still somewhere close to Shibuya, I'd love to see you if you can.
Oh, good, she's there. You want to see me, huh? Don't you have a mountain of paperwork you should be doing first? Oh, God damn it, Shizuo. Fucking hell.
So you want to see me, huh? Don't you have a mountain of paperwork you should be doing first?
The gruff voice was Shizuo's.
Oh, well, you see, Father, I told you not to call me that.
Shizuo barked so loudly over the phone that Kano's ear rang.
Right, no, of course. And yes, I'll do my job. I just want to check and make sure that Rumi was all right. Looks like I misjudged you. Maybe you are the kind of guy who'll blow off work to go meet with a girl. Dad? Hey!
Kano heard Rumi's voice cry out with exasperation.
Come on, let me have my phone. I know that work is important, sir.
Kano said hurriedly.
But Rumi is even more important to me.
He felt his panic rising.
Oh God, I hope that's what he wants to hear.
After all that had happened, he didn't want Shizuyo to end up with a bad impression.
Oh, be quiet. If you want to see Rumi, you can do it once you've finished your work. Well, but I'm not sure when that's going to be. I waited on you today a lot longer than I wanted. So at this point, I don't care how long it takes you. We can wait all night if we have to. Ah.
Shizuo let out a peculiar sigh.
And then, you and I can talk again about you marrying my daughter.
Huh? Before Kano could be sure he'd heard that right, Shizuo hung up.
Huh? What? Oh God. Oh yes. Oh fuck the hell yes.
He stared at the phone, his mind reeling. And then he was hit with a veritable explosion of joy.
Yes!
Woohoo! Kano leapt into the air and shouted with delight, his voice echoing through Shibuya streets. Oh God, this is so adorable. Once the crowd had put Achi back down on his feet, he rushed over to Hitomi. Are they gonna finally kiss?
So, Hitomi.
Yes.
Hitomi, there's so much stuff I want to talk to you about. So many things I want to tell you.
He gazed into her face.
But, Suzune.
He didn't know how to continue. Hitomi smiled warmly. She understood. Go on, Achi. Go see your sister. There's nobody here in trouble that you need to rescue now.
Thank you. I better get going then. To see Suzune.
Damn it, not yet, I guess. Fuck berries. Achi broke away from his circle of friends and headed out of the Shibuya Scramble. Strangely enough, his leg didn't hurt too much now. Despite all that had happened, he felt invigorated as though he was just walking to a brand new day. Achi! Hitomi called after him. I will see you again, won't I? Achi nodded vigorously.
Hell the fuck yeah. Of course. Just come to Shibuya. You'll find me.
He'd been born and raised in Shibuya, but after today he loved the place more than ever. Oh wow. So we're not going to get to see more of Maria's side. Maria and Osawa. Interesting. Seriously, yeah. I wish they would kiss. Why didn't they get to kiss? Oh. Look at all the different ages for Achi, different actors they had played. I really wish it had ended with a kiss. Maybe in the epilogue or something. At least on the cheek. Yeah, and Tomi and Maria were obviously played by the same actress. It is a really good song. Oh, man. Okay, good. We're only 40 minutes into the stream and we're already at the credits, so we definitely have time for whatever comes after the credits now and all the side stories, of which there are at least 2. One for Suzune and one for whoever that shadowy figure is. I hope it's the real Kanan. I really want to see her. And I really want to see Achi and Hitomi kiss. The song is very nostalgic sounding, come to think of it. It's like, it's perfectly captures the sound of pop music in the mid-2000s. This truly was a 428 Shibuya Scramble. Freedom knives. Baby shoop. Oh god. Of course you can, boy dweller. Oh wow. Yeah, this totally nostalgic song for the pop music of the mid 2000s, really. It is quite lovely. A very international crew, I would say. Very interesting. Okay, now here's where Alphard gets away with all she... Yep. Yeah, evil plan worked. Gordon and Alphard sat in the back seat as the car spread along the highway.
Here.
Gordon tossed the handcuff key onto the seat beside him.
What happened down at the Scramble?
Alphard asked, picking up the key and unlocking her cuffs.
Leland Palmer was arrested by the Japanese police, and the bomb in the attaché case was defused. Apparently. Still, Palmer shouldn't pose a problem once we get him to CIA custody.
I see. Much obliged.
You really got yourself backed into a corner, though, didn't you?
Gordon said. Oh, yes. I was only able to accomplish half of what I intended.
Half?
Alphard produced a vial from her pocket. Ka-ching! It was filled with red liquid.
Is that Hitomi's blood?
Gordon asked. Indeed. I managed to acquire the antiviral.
But when?
Gordon peered at her in bewilderment. Oh, when I blew up the minivan. In the dim light of the vehicle, Alphard's eyes shone darkly, like those of a wounded animal. Extracting the blood from Hitomi while she was unconscious had been a simple matter. Saving the girl's life had been more than just a means of ensuring her trust. Alphard had been looking for the right moment to carry out the extraction. Total secrecy was essential. If it became public knowledge that the drug existed, and that some of it had been stolen, the value of the UA virus would plummet.
Our primary objective here was to destroy that research facility. Still, getting our hands on the antiviral is better than nothing. Well done as always, Elfard. Maria Osawa. Kanan. I'll remember those names.
Oh, what's going on here? What is this? Movie scene. Are they walking to like some top secret project? This looks like the inside of the Millennium Tower here. What's going on? Oh my god! Oh my god! Are we gonna get Kanan versus Alphard fight? Oh my god. 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 Oh my fucking god. Oh my god. Oh my god, yes! Yes! The real Kanan. Yes! She has white hair. Oh my god. Oh yes! What? No! You can't do this to me! This is freaking Genji all over again! No! No, come on! What happens? Black bookmark. What does that mean? What does that mean?
お前はまだ復讐を考
An
えてい
anime
る。
scene?
パスコードが変えられている。
解放戦線を裏切ったのか。
目的となる貨物車両は3両目。警報は解除したんじゃないのか。
定か、そちらの進行は。
潜入経路に問題はない。みんな黙らせていいんだよ。
彼女の専門は暗号を破る。
それ以外に理由はない。
待て。
渋谷の文字はお前とは相性が悪いみたいだ。
Oh my god, it's a fucking sequel hook to the anime. Oh my god. Oh my fucking god. Oh god. Is that gonna be the first scene of the anime? Oh my god. I can't stream the anime. That's super easily copyrighted. Eblis. I can't do that. Yeah, it does. It did look like Fate Stay Night. It totally did. You're right. Oh my god. God, wait, what happened? I just clicked the wrong thing. Wait, what did it say? God, you're kidding. It's written by the same author. Oh my god. I'm guessing it's here in bonus content. Just pop quiz. Oh my god. Okay, well, let's do the Suzune side story. Alright, I got both bookmarks, black and white bookmark. Suzune. Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! And she's an anime character! Oh my god! Oh my god! Wow! we gotta do Suzune first. And then I think, oh wow, I think if these are the only two side stories. Oh my god. Alright, let's do Suzune first. It was almost 1 o'clock. I've already seen the Fate anime. Ji-chan. So, Takuya Kazama watched the orderly collect his meal tray, waiting for the door to fully close behind him before slipping out of bed. He dragged the folding chair close to the window and sat down. Then he meticulously scanned the entire length of the vast central courtyard outside. From up here on the second floor, he had a great view of the whole open space. The hospital building was shaped like a boxy U, enclosing a promenade that wove its way between the trees. Where pajama-clad patients and visitors from their families were enjoying the first day of sunshine to come along in a while. Not yet. She still isn't here. I don't know who's talking here. Is it Suzune? Or is it that little boy? That's probably the little boy. I seem to be doing okay today. If she does show up in the courtyard, I'll sneak out for a walk myself. And then I'll make sure I go and talk to her. Hey, what is your name? Nah. I can't just up and ask her like that. Maybe I should tell her my name first. I'm Takuya. Who are you? Or is it silly to tell her what my name is when she hasn't even asked? I think so too, Ji-chan. So what's wrong with you? No, she's been here at least as long as I have. Whatever it is, it can't be anything small. So yeah, no way I can open with that. That comes later. Much later. Nice weather we're having. No, what am I, 90 years old? You need to say something hip. Yo, what up, Suzune? You know, how's tricks? Damn it. You come out here all the time, huh? No, that's terrible. I might as well say, I've been watching you. She'll think I'm a stalker. Am I a stalker? No. God damn it. In the midst of his internal debate, Takuya happened to cast his gaze back out into the courtyard. And there she was, standing right under his window. She wore a white cardigan over her pajamas, standing with her head tilted back and her eyes closed, basking in the light of the sun. The angle finally gave him a good look at her face. The wind caught her evenly cropped bangs, blowing them back to expose the delicate curve of her forehead. She looked deeply happy as she stood, breathing, a gentle smile across her face. I think she's a bit too old for you, kid. Oh wow, this has its whole own whole introduction thing here. Wow, heartbeat of spring. Jeez. Damn. Takuya felt as though she were smiling at him, and it brought a tightness into his chest. He'd always thought that it would make him impossibly happy Where that angelic smile ever to turn his way? So why did it hurt him so much then? Instead. He saw her open her eyes back up, and he hurriedly backed away from the window.
She saw me! Or did she? No, there's no way she could see in here with the glare. I'm safe. Totally safe. But what does it even matter? I was gonna talk to her anyway, right? Fuck berries. So, go on, get out there!
Fighting his nerves, Takuya moved back to the windowsill. She was gone. Where had she disappeared to? Takuya scrambled out of his room and rushed to the elevator. He 428 Shibuya scrambled. Oh, jeez.
It'll be alright. My muscles aren't too stiff. Today's a good day.
I said, nurse. Takuya? Takuya, where are you going? He recognized the voice of a familiar nurse calling out from behind him, but he ignored her and jammed his thumb on the close button.
Come on, come on, come on, come on!
Once he was down on the first floor, he made his way to the courtyard exit, slipped on some sandals, and headed outside. He pretended to be out for a walk as he wandered in search of the girl, but went the length of the courtyard and back to the spot under his window without finding her.
That's odd. Usually she stays out here a lot longer.
You look a little pale. Are you all right? Asked a voice.
Huh? Ah, fuck! Where did you come from?
He turned and saw the girl sitting on a nearby bench. Takuya took a half step back in surprise. Somehow he'd missed her in the shadow of the trees. I'm sorry, she said. Did I startle you?
No, not really.
You look like you're in pain. Should I go get a doctor? She was right. He wasn't used to so much walking.
I'll be alright. I just need to rest for a bit,
he said, relieved he'd managed to answer. Lately, his words hadn't been coming out all that well. The girl stood up and reached a hand out to him, but Takuya couldn't bring himself to take it. She must use a fuck ton of conditioner. Her hair is glowing. Ji-chan. Instead, he simply sat down on the bench. She takes such good care of her hair right there, seriously. Not too close to her, but not too far away either. His heart had suddenly begun pounding, but he couldn't tell if it was because of his exhaustion or because he was so close to her. So, you're that boy from the room up there, right? She pointed to his window on the second floor, and Takuya had to stifle a gasp.
Crap! No, she knows I watch her!
A little earlier, we made eye contact, didn't we?
Did we? I don't know. No, I wouldn't know anything about that.
Takuya mumbled, averting his gaze.
I was just spacing out. I didn't notice. I just look out the window randomly and not at the ground at all. Yeah, that's it.
I've seen you up there from time to time, You look lonely. Are you not able to leave your room much?
She's noticed that I'm always looking at her. Oh, thank God. Yeah, I get tired real easy.
I see. I'm not able to get very much exercise myself. But they told me that when I'm feeling well enough for it, I should get up and walk around a bit so my leg muscles don't get weak.
You have a problem with your legs?
No. With my heart. And they say the legs are like a second heart. They play an important part in blood circulation. So if my leg muscles get too weak, it's bad for my health. You know how when a racehorse breaks a leg, it winds up dying? I guess it's sort of like that. Her tone was cheerful enough, as if she talked about this all the time, but the thought filled Takio with sadness.
So,
He began. Yes?
do you mind if I ask you your name? Oh God, oh please, oh God, oh please, oh God, oh God, oh God, please, oh please, oh God, oh please.
As he fumbled the words out, the girl broke into a beaming smile. Oh, she looks a lot younger there. That wonderful smile. The one that until now he had only seen from afar. So many, many times. Suzune Endo. The Suzune is written with the characters for bell and sound. So like the chiming of bells. Suzune. The chiming of bells. It was a name that suited her soothing voice perfectly. Suzune Endo. Suzune Endo. Takio repeated the name to himself over and over. What's your name?
Takio Kazama. You know, like that badass Yakuza.
Hello, Lestat. Welcome to the stream. Takio Kazama, huh? That's a pretty cool name. Like in Yakuza, right?
Yes, exactly. I guess it means tough guy or something. Not that I live up to that.
The truth was that Takio was always embarrassed to tell strangers his name. I don't know about that. You seem pretty cool to me, Takio. So, how old are you? Takio's heart sank.
Oh fuck, oh fuck, oh God, oh fuck! If I tell her that I'm freaking 9, then she's not gonna get with me for sure!
Only kids had to be told that they were cool.
I'm 14.
Really? Really? You could have fooled me. Oh God, I hope he doesn't have some kind of gross deficiency. Because of whatever reason he's sick in the hospital for. That would be really sad. Damn, I would have never. I would have never, ever pegged him for 14. Wow. He looks like he's 10 at most, like 12 at most. Oh my God. Holy shit, really? 14? I would have never believed that.
I'm 14. What about you, Suzune?
From afar, he hadn't realized how tall she was. Taller than him and probably older. I'm 17. Yeah, that's what I thought. I thought she was in, yeah, definitely. He thought the difference would be less.
3 whole years apart?
Takiya's heart sank further. Now she seemed even more unattainable. Yeah, I thought, yeah, that's what I thought her age was. Yeah, around that. As he tried to think of a way to nonchalantly ask Suzune where her room was, he heard the slap of sandals approaching. Suzune! A boy came running up. He was young, maybe in first grade or so. Hi, Ken. Long time no see.
This is your brother?
Takiya asked. No, he's in the room next to mine. Oh, he's so adorable!
Who's this?
The boy clung possessively to Suzune's knee as he peered at Takiya. This is Takiya Kazama. He's a patient like us.
Huh?
I may as well give him, if he's that young.
Huh? Hey, I got some candy. Wanna eat it?
The boy tongued on Suzune's hand. Oh, yeah? All right then, Takiya. I'll see you later.
Yeah. Later. Later? Later when? Am I actually gonna get to see her again?
As Takiya watched the young boy drag Suzune back inside, he felt a bitter surge of resentment. He thought that finally getting the chance to talk to her would make him feel a lot better. But instead he felt worse than he had back when all he could do was stare at her through the window. The sunlit garden suddenly struck him as cold and desolate. So he trudged back inside, his muscles faintly shuddering with each step. He made his way back toward the elevator to find the head nurse waiting in the corridor, glaring at him. He kept his head down and tried to slip on past her, but she snapped at him as he drew near. Now I wonder where this story's going to go as well. What were you talking about with Miss Ando?
Huh?
Takiya blushed at the idea that she'd been watching them, but he soon realized she was being serious. You shouldn't get that too close to that coil.
Why not?
He asked. She may not look it, but she's seriously ill. Neither of you has the ability to fend off a major infection, and we certainly don't want you to go catching anything. The nurse looked away as she spoke, rattling off the words.
But they let her go outside like that, right?
Yes, that's true. But Takiya, why in the world did you go outside? Did the doctor tell you to go out for a walk?
No. But I thought that since I was feeling pretty well and all.
You expect me to believe that? You're shaking. Come on, let's get you back to bed. The nurse ushered Takiya into the elevator and escorted him back to his room.
God damn it. I need to get my sneaking better. Level up my sneak.
He was actually quite exhausted, and so he quietly got back into bed.
Nurse?
Takiya called out to her as she was leaving. Yes?
Suzune. Miss Endo, I mean. She's got a bad heart, doesn't she?
Did she tell you that? For whatever reason, the head nurse seemed quite shocked that Suzune had shared this information.
Yeah. What is she sick with?
It's something very serious. That's why you ought to leave her alone.
But she's gonna get better, right?
Taki regretted the question the instant he asked it. Oh, God. The nurse's grim expression was answer enough. That's right. Hopefully Hitomi can donate some blood. A sweet and cheerful girl like that had an incurable illness? For a while, Takia couldn't even believe it. After the nurse had left, he stared at the closed door in a daze. From that day on, Takia kept up his vigilant watch on the courtyard, sneaking out of his room whenever he caught sight of Suzune, slowly leveling up his sneak stat. Bit by bit, the two of them talking more. Sometimes she'd even come out 2 days in a row, and sometimes he wouldn't even see her for nearly a week at a time. Other times he would wander the hospital corridors in search of her room, only to be intercepted and sent back to his own room by the head nurse. My God, it almost sounds like the premise for a sad yet heartwarming stealth game.
Oh, little boy! Oh my God! Oh,
Sorry. Suzune was quite popular. Most especially the old men, old women, and young children at the hospital all seemed devoted to her, their faces lighting up whenever she was around. She was kind enough to listen to all their grumbling or trifling conversations. Takia was equal parts impressed and baffled by her ability to relate to them. Oh my God.
I could never put up with that sort of thing.
More than anything, though, her popularity was frustrating. He would have had much more time alone with her if all these people weren't around. He felt like he was the last in a long line of supplicants waiting for her to grace him with a few moments of her time. But after she learned about Takia's condition, perhaps out of some strange form of camaraderie, Suzune seemed to develop more of an interest in him. I am not impossible to trick, Void Dweller. That's the first thing you gotta know. No matter how good you are at lying, you should never think you're immune to being tricked. Jeez. So this is Takia's disease, also known as hepatolenticular degeneration, a congenital abnormality of the liver cells, in which the cell's ability to eliminate excess copper from the body is impaired, leading to copper accumulation in the liver, basal ganglia, corneas, and kidneys. Oh God. The disease can cause difficulties with movement and neurological problems, and often leads to further complications such as acute hepatitis and cirrhosis of the liver. Oh, God. Jeez. Wilson's disease. I've never heard of it. Is it serious? Suzune's concern seemed entirely genuine. For a brief moment, Takia was almost happy about his rare and grave condition. But he couldn't say that, of course, and he just nodded.
Yeah. If you look, you can see that my eyes have turned kind of brown.
Oh, God. Takia pointed at one of his eyes to indicate the pale brown ring in his cornea. Oh, God. Abnormal buildup of copper can cause brownish rings to appear along the edge of the cornea. These are known as Kaiser-Fleischer rings.
It's something. It's something you're born with, where copper builds up inside your body. I get really tired super easily. And when the doctors checked me out, it turns out I had hepatitis caused by Wilson's disease. My liver was already seriously damaged, and the only thing that'll fix it is a transplant. Oh my god, liver transplant. It's his age. That's why I'm in here. Oh, y'all guys, sorry, hold on for 1 second. You guys, hold on. Okay, back. Sorry about that little break, folks. Let's get back to the story. That's why I'm in here. But finding a compatible donor has been hard. I guess. Oh. Can you hear me now? Oh God. Let's see. We're in the same boat. You need a transplant too, Suzune? Yeah. I'm still waiting. I have what's called dilated cardiomyopathy. Okay, thank you guys. Okay, so you can hear me. That's good. Okay. A condition where a structural change in heart muscle cells causes the ventricle walls to become thin and distended. This decreases heart function, and as the condition progresses, it can lead to heart failure, arrhythmia, and other issues. Victims of the disease have a high probability of sudden death at a young age. At present, a heart transplant is the only cure for the disease. They've tried other forms of treatment, like limiting food and water intake for long periods, putting in an implanted defibrillator, and other things. A device implanted within the body that delivers an electrical shock to a heart that has gone into cardiac arrest due to arrhythmia caused by ventricular fibrillation or a ventricular tachycardia. These implants are an effective disease against cardiac arrest, but when triggered, they can also cause intense pain in some patients due to the electrical energy involved. At her age, Jesus Christ. But it looks like a transplant is the only real solution. Dilated cardiomyopathy. Dilated cardiomyopathy? Defibrillator? What are those? Takia didn't understand all the vocabulary,
but it sounded like her condition was even worse than his own. But the biggest problem, Suzune continued, is that there just aren't a lot of heart donors in Japan. And moreover, abruptly she fell silent. A look of loneliness crossed her face. Then she turned back to Takia with a reassuring smile. You'll find a match soon, Takia. Everything will be fine.
And you'll find one too, Suzune. Isn't that right?
Takia felt like something was caught in his throat. It was hard to get the words out. Yeah. If I'm really lucky. Suzune had hesitated before continuing. But even then, I doubt I'll be able to get the surgery. Her tone was still matter of fact.
Oh, why not?
Takia asked. My family doesn't have much money, so we can't afford to get surgery overseas. But it's all right. I don't really like the idea of being saved by getting some poor brain-dead person's heart. I mean, that's what it comes down to, you know? Unless someone else dies, I can't be saved. If I had to think of some family out there grieving over their loss, I wouldn't be able to be happy, even if it did mean I get better. Takia had never thought about that. Just imagining part of some stranger's body getting put inside his own was more than scary enough. Still, if he had to choose between that and death, well, it wasn't even a contest.
But if you don't get a transplant, then...
Everybody dies. That's just how it is. For some of it, it just happens earlier than for others. That is an extremely mature take for someone her age. Jesus fucking Christ.
You can't just give up like that!
Takia cried.
I won't survive unless I get someone's liver. But if I'm lucky enough to actually get one, I'll be happy about it. The doctor told me that people only give their organs on death because they want to. They want to save lives.
Suzune appeared flustered. I'm sorry. I knew that's the way I should be thinking about it. I'm sure that things will go well for you, Takia, and that they'll find a donor for you. You shouldn't hesitate to get that surgery. By getting better, you'll be honoring the dead in a way. But... She let out a sigh. That's not gonna happen for me.
Why not?
My blood type is really unique. Yep, I was wondering when this was gonna come into play. I don't think a compatible donor is ever gonna turn up.
A unique blood type?
Takia stammered as little as he asked. A little as he asked.
You mean like RH negative?
Suzune shook her head. You've probably never heard of it. It's called Bombay. They say only a few dozen people have it in all of Japan. One of that handful of people would have to happen to go brain dead. Then they need that person here before their heart stopped. And then the surgery itself would need to go well enough. That's too many coincidences to hope for. You know. Takia was too surprised to say anything at all. I'm not about to live my life, what's left of my life, expecting that I'll win the lottery like that, Suzune said. It's better to focus as best I can on what I can do.
What you can do? What do you mean?
Well, there are a lot of patients here like you and me who have been here for a very long time. Most of them are senior citizens whose families rarely if ever come to see them. And I kind of enjoy listening to older people talk. They've all got plenty of interesting stories to tell. And more importantly, it brings smiles to their faces, having someone who will listen to them. They tell me that for a little while, it's like they're young again. Like their pain has gone away. And seeing them smile, it makes me happy too. I want to make friends with as many people as possible. To learn about as many people as I can. Oh God, I'm almost twice as old as Chi-chan. I can't believe that. Oh my God. I don't have time to wallow in my own misfortune. Taki had assumed that, unlike himself, Suzune was as cheerful as she seemed to be because she had hoped that she'd get better. He had been suffering through his own illness and had thought day in and day out about how unlucky he was to have been born with it. Though he hated to admit it, he had long since discarded any hope that they'd find a donor and give him a successful transplant. Until he met Suzune, he had lived every day cursing his fate. Their circumstances were so similar, so why were they so different? Suzune was like an angel. Taki felt like a miserable excuse for a human being. I have to spend a lot of time resting in bed, Suzune said. So I read a lot. Novels, essays. Sometimes I try reading more difficult books on philosophy. I don't always understand a lot of it, but sometimes it just clicks, you know? And I read high school textbooks sometimes too. Well, except for math. I've given up on that. Takuya didn't like reading. When he was in his room, he just watched TV. A lot of the time, the only shows that were on were garbage, and he knew they were garbage while he was watching them, but there wasn't anything else that caught his interest. In the age before internet connections were everywhere, and we all had, like, you know, our freaking 4G phones and shit like that, we were at the mercy of the TV schedule. I remember those days. His motivation to study was non-existent. And he certainly didn't have any textbooks in his room. It wasn't like he was going to go on and live a full life, get a normal job, have a normal family. Ouch. So what point was there in studying? That's what he had always thought, at least.
Am I just wrong?
Now back to Suzune. Oh wow, I guess now we can see from her perspective, maybe. Halfway through her dinner, Suzune found that she'd lost her appetite. Her mood was bleak. Why did I get so high and mighty with talking like that? It's because you're a teenager. It's okay. Oof. All I ever do is pretend to be the person I wish I was. In reality, all I do is worry about just when this heart of mine is going to stop. I know it's normal to be afraid of dying. Oh my god, wow. I practice smiling for my father and my brother. I don't want them to see my fear. I was happy and a little bit shocked when I realized that my fake smiles actually worked. Hey girl. It's alright. My smiles might have been forced. But the ones I got from the old man and old women and all the little kids, those were real.
Oh, hey, Suzune.
Hello, young lady.
Everyone's always so happy to see me. Oh, wow. That hits. Wow. At some point, Suzune had realized that she was no longer able to tell if her own smile was fake or not. Wow. Wow. She wasn't lying when she said that the smiles on other people's faces brought her joy. But every now and then, the loneliness returned. Jeez. Wow. She wished she could tell someone how scared she was. Finally let herself shed the tears she'd held in for so long. But she'd never be able to do that to either her father or her brother. Yeah, Mystery Theater, I was going to say the same thing. She didn't want them worrying about her any more than they already did. Oh, God. Her pulse grew erratic. Her intense heartbeat hammered like the hoofbeats of a horse at full gallop. A type of a normal heartbeat known as a gallop rhythm. Instead of the normal 2-beat lub-dub rhythm of a healthy heart, it consists of 3 beats resembling the sound of a galloping horse. An indication of potential heart failure. Oh my God. A sensation she'd known since childhood. Then she felt an intensely painful electrical shock course through her. Her implanted defibrillator had activated. After suffering through the pain for about 10 seconds, she felt her heartbeat stabilize. I'm all right. My heart is still pumping. But despite her relief, it was impossible not to think about how her time was drawing even closer. If you're in pain, just say so. It's okay to admit it. Oh, it's the nurse. With a start, Suzune looked up and saw a nurse in her doorway. She hadn't even noticed the door opening. Was it time to have her temperature taken again? She hurriedly put on the mask of a smile. Huh? Oh, no, I'm okay. It's all calmed down now. Your illness isn't the problem. Hiding it is. If you need a little comfort, just ask. Suzune was at a loss for words. It was dark outside, and with the lights in her room turned off, she couldn't get a good look at the nurse's face. The woman was tall and slender, and had a rather nice build. Was there a nurse like that on staff in this ward? She couldn't remember. What are you talking about? Suzune felt her smile warp as she struggled to conceal a sudden upwelling of sorrow. You're facing your condition like an adult. But from your father's perspective, you're still his little girl. It's completely natural for your family to worry about you. This person knows who I am. I'm not sure how, but she knows everything. Suzune let her mask fall. She looked down at her hands, balled tightly into fists, and she let the tears come. I want to be a strong person, but I can't do it. Everyone tells me what a strong and cheerful girl I am, but it's all a lie. The words spilled out as her emotions came rushing to the surface. I'm afraid of dying. I'm afraid of getting surgery. I'm even afraid to go on living. It scares me more than anything, because when night comes, I'm afraid every time I go to sleep that I might not wake up again. I thought that if I keep pretending I wasn't scared, and eventually I'd be able to fool myself. But that didn't happen. I'm the only one I can't fool! I think you're plenty strong. What? Everyone's afraid of death. That's why they try their hardest to look away from it. When they try to forget during the day-to-day that it's coming. Why they try to forget? That you face it every day. Face it head on. You're a stronger girl than you think. Everyone else probably underestimates your strength. The nurse's voice was smooth and soft. Her words flowed over Suzune, washing away her darker emotions. That's why you shouldn't push yourself so hard. Same, Mystery Theater. If you keep trying to face all your fears by yourself, then one day you might break. It's okay to let it out every now and then. Vent your frustrations. You're fighting so hard every day. There's nothing wrong with asking for a little help. The nurse sat down on the bed and began to gently stroke Suzune's hair. Sorry. If you're ever afraid to go to sleep, call for me. Anytime. I'm always here for you. I'll watch you until you wake up in the morning. That should help. Yes? I couldn't ask you that, is what Suzune had meant to say. But the comforting warmth that enveloped her stopped the words, carrying her gently towards sleep. It was a feeling she'd nearly forgotten. Like something from very long ago. From when exactly? Is that like the ghost of her mom? I wonder. Oh my god. Sorry. Oh wow, I wasn't expecting all of that. Wow. Oh god. Sorry. When Suzune woke the next morning, the nurse was gone, but she didn't despair. If she ever needed her, the nurse would be there for her again. This is some Umineko feelings here. Of that she was sure. Good morning, Miss Endo. The nurse who came to take her temperature was the usual one, not the one who'd been there in the night. Good morning. A natural smile came to Suzune's face. She felt deeply grateful that she'd gotten to live to see another day. The weather was nice, so after lunch, Suzune headed out in the courtyard. More than anyone else, she hoped to run into Takuya. She understood his outlook on the world the moment she'd learned of his condition. It was kind of cute seeing how hard he tried to hide the way he felt. Jeez. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. The fondness she felt for him was like that for a younger brother. At some point, she realized they had a special bond. A sense of solidarity, knowing that they were both waiting on a transplant for an otherwise incurable disease. Oh my god, don't even joke about there being a keep out and you gotta go play Kanan's story and then jump back here. Oh god. Yeah, of course he got brother zoned. Like, you could tell that from the first moment you saw that he had a crush. She wanted to say that things she told him the day before, that was just her searching for an ideal, something to live up to. She wasn't philosophical, she wasn't enlightened, she just wanted to be honest about how hard it was every day. Surely he would understand. But Suzune didn't see Takuya in the courtyard that afternoon. Oh no. Oh god, no! She made small talk with several other patients like she usually did, and headed back to her room. No! Don't you do this! No! No! Takuya didn't turn up the next day either, nor the day after that. She would look up at his window from the courtyard, but she never saw him. Where was he? No! Had his condition taken a turn for the worse? Is he no longer well as you go outside? Oh God, no! Suzune had never been to the second floor where his room was, but she knew the first floor well enough that she could guess the layout well enough to avoid getting lost. With that in mind, she decided to pay Takuya a visit. Oh God! Oh God, no, 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 no. She went up to the second floor, walking slowly. She eyed the nameplate for the rooms along the courtyard side. Oh God. There, right about where she expected it to be, she found it in Takuya Kazama. She had been afraid his nameplate had been removed. If it hadn't been there, that would have meant he'd been discharged, and his room had been swapped for some reason, or else. Oh, wait, is it him? I really hope it's him right here. As Suzune was about to knock, a voice called out from behind her. Miss Endo? Oh no, fucking... Oh God. She turned around to see an unfamiliar nurse standing there. Perhaps she was in charge of the ward, or had seen Suzune walking around before, and that was how she knew her name. Oh God. Yes, Suzune asked. Were you looking for Takuya? Fucking hell. Fucking hell! Yeah. I hadn't seen him in a while, so I was wondering. Oh God, oh God, oh God, oh God, oh God, oh God, jeez. I'm sorry. Takuya wants to get out more than he does, but honestly, he's not in any shape to be moving around much. We're worried about infection as well, so we limited his visitors. Oh God. You probably shouldn't be wandering this far yourself. Oh God, okay. Scaring the absolute shit out of me. God, okay. The nurse pointedly pulled the sliding door to Takuya's room closed. If I could just see him real quick. No, the nurse snapped, then hurriedly cleared her throat and spoke more softly. You wouldn't want his condition to get worse, would you? Suzune saw that she'd have to back down. She returned obediently to her own ward. But she had a hard time accepting the fact that she couldn't visit Takuya. Does that nurse have some kind of grudge against me? Not only does she know my name and know about my condition, she must also know that I've been talking with Takuya in the courtyard. Does she think I'm the reason his condition has gotten worse? Suzune knew that his health wasn't as good as he might have claimed, and she felt a little guilty that she hadn't been as considerate as she perhaps should have. Oh God, we're not out of the woods yet. After that, whenever Suzune went out for a walk, she made a point of swinging by Takuya's room, asking several nurses and doctors about his condition. They would always say he was doing fine, but staunchly refused to let her see him. Is he maybe already? Suzune couldn't help but imagine the worst. Is everyone just working together to keep me in the dark? But why would they do that? Do you think I'm his girlfriend and they're trying to keep me from the shock of finding out or something? No, that was ridiculous. Besides, this was a hospital. Suzune knew full well that they didn't have the time to put on some weird piece of theater after a patient had passed away. There must be some other reason. I mean, the best case scenario is that he's recovering from the transplant surgery. Some reason they don't want us to see each other. Willing to do whatever she could to discover that reason, Suzune tried changing the time of day she stopped by Taki's room. Maybe if nobody was watching, she'd be able to sneak a peek inside. If someone happened to be coming or going, she might even be able to get a good look at his face. Oh no. This could be good or bad. But Suzune never imagined the way she'd finally wind up seeing him again. On that day, she'd been hiding behind one of the heated meal carts used for delivering dinner to the patients. She followed the orderlies as they brought the cart towards Takiya's room. They have to open his door in order to bring his tray inside. But before she reached his room, the door swung forcefully open, and a bed was swiftly pushed from inside. Doctors and nurses, their faces pale, ushered along. Pushing the meal cart out of the way as they raced down the corridor. Oh no. Taki lay on the bed, his eyes closed. His face severely jaundiced. He didn't appear to be conscious. Takiya! Suzune cried out without thinking. One of the nurses glanced back at her briefly before disappearing from sight with the others as they brought the bed into the elevator. Takiya. Fucking hell! As Suzune stood there dumbstruck, her eyes strayed to the open door to his room. With shaky footsteps, she went inside. Takiya's room was largely the same as her own. There was a locker by the entrance, along with a small refrigerator. Over by the window was a TV stand. Next to that was a bookshelf packed with books. I know, Ji-chan, you're trying to lighten the situation because it's very heavy. She picked up one of the books atop the bedside table. There was a beginner's primer on topics such as organ transplantation and brain death. On the bookshelf were other more difficult-looking medical volumes intended for experts. Taki has been studying up on diseases? I wonder if he's been holed up in here reading these the whole time. Maybe he'd overdone it studying. That would be a cruel irony. Suzune prayed to a god she had never before believed in. Please, save him. Oh, thank God. Takiya blearily opened his eyes. This wasn't his room. An artificial respirator was fitted over his nose and mouth. And several tubes ran between his body and a hemofiltration machine. Final curtains enclosed the area around his bed. A machine that regulates electrolytes and removes waste products from the blood in lieu of the kidneys. used to assist patients with decreased kidney function. Purifying the blood too quickly can, however, result in a collapse of the body's electrolyte balance, leading to headaches or muscle spasms. He was in an ICU, intensive care unit, a clinical facility that allows for focused around-the-clock treatment and monitoring for patients with severe and life-threatening illnesses or injuries. Also used for patients whose conditions might potentially become critical, or for patients requiring an extreme degree of care following surgery. Several people bustled frantically about. The last thing Taki remembered was being in his room.
Was that minutes ago? Or has it been days?
Excuse me. Could someone... Taki paused. His voice didn't even sound like his... Oh, that was him saying that. Doctor, he's regained consciousness, a nurse announced. At the same time, the face of his attending physician, Dr. Saiki, suddenly came into view. He was wearing an operating mask.
Takuya,
The doctor said.
please, hang in there.
Takuya. Sounded like his father and mother were there on the other side of the curtain. If the staff had called him here, did that mean he was on the brink?
What day is it?
Huh? What was that?
The respirator was making Takuya's voice hard to understand. He struggled to find the words.
Today. What day is it?
It's April 5th.
April 5th. There was still over 3 weeks to go until his 15th birthday. Oh God, don't you do this! What's going on?
It's too late to save me, isn't it?
Oh God.
You mustn't say things like that.
How much longer do I have? Will I make it another month?
Saiki lowered his eyes. No guarantees that. God damn it!
Please, doctor. I just need 3 more weeks. Please do whatever you can to let me live for just 3 more weeks. I can't die yet.
Dr. Saiki nodded, a thoughtful look on his face.
Is there something you can do? Please. I don't want to die yet. I haven't done anything yet. Please, just a little more time. Oh God.
There's a life-prolonging procedure. Highly experimental. However,
I don't care about the risks. I just don't want to die yet.
Oh my God, Eblis, I think I know where we're going with this too. Oh God. Oh God, I just figured it out. Oh God, Eblis. Oh no. I think I just figured it out. Eblis. Oh no.
I just don't want to die yet.
Does he have the correct blood type for Suzune? That's my horrible thought.
There's something called an artificial liver.
Oh, that's the doctor.
there's something called an artificial liver system. Clinical trials have only just been concluded in Japan.
Although a liver dialysis machine can be thought of as sort of an artificial liver, an actual liver carries out much more complicated metabolic reactions that dialysis cannot completely replace. For this reason, biohybrid liver replacements combining mechanical functions with active liver cells from pigs are currently under research. With clinical tests having been conducted in the United States, there is hope that these bio-artificial devices will someday be able to keep those with failed livers alive until the necessary transplants are available.
This device uses cells harvested from pigs. Things go well rather than just 3 weeks. Might be possible to keep you alive until a donor turns up.
The mention of pig cells was startling. Right now is no time to be squeamish.
Please, Doctor. If there's even the slightest chance, it's worth it.
After Taki was rushed to the ICU, Suzune went to check up on him every day, without regard for her own well-being. Oh, God. Day after day she visited, only to be told that he was still in an unconscious state. 3 weeks went by without a change. Oh, God. Then, one morning while passing by the kitchenette on her way to the ICU, Suzune overheard some nurses talking. Did you hear? Taki is regaining consciousness. For better or for worse. Poor kid. He keeps saying that he doesn't want to die yet, and he wants to live. He's only, what, 14? The young nurse's voice was tearful. Suzune felt a new kind of pain in her chest. He's running out of time for a transplant. And with that rare blood type, oh God! No. Oh God, oh God, oh no. No! That's what they're gonna do! Oh God. Oh God, oh God, oh no. Fuck me. Fucking hell! Oh God. Rare blood type. I didn't want to be right either. Suzune stopped in her tracks, then rushed back to the kitchenette. Excuse me. What do you mean by rare blood type? The moment she saw Suzune, the nurse clammed up and tried to slip away. Please hold on, that rare blood type! Is it Bombay? Suzune shouted. The nurses exchanged an awkward look with one another, and though neither of them said anything, Suzune knew that she was right. Oh God. Taki has Bombay blood too. This was a hospital with high-end facilities that drew patients with incurable diseases from all over the country. So maybe it wasn't such a remarkable coincidence. That's what I was thinking too. Transfusions for rare blood types such as Bombay were difficult to come by at regional hospitals. There were some advantages to having another such patient on hand nearby. that's how they're gonna wrap up this fucking plot thread. Cause think about it. It would be really contrived if they just said in the epilogue, oh, by the way, someone just donated her a heart, like, out of random. So they built this whole story around it. Oh, God. Fucking hell. But there were downsides, too. Now the inexplicable behavior of the doctors and nurses made sense. They were trying to keep Suzune and Takia from discovering that the other had Bombay blood. It was unsettling enough to know that only someone else with the blood type only possessed by a few dozen other people in all Japan was hospitalized right alongside you. But when both of you were waiting for compatible donors in the hope of receiving a transplant, that was enough to upset anyone's composure. How must Takia have felt when she told him that she had Bombay blood as well?
If I die, she could live.
Something like that must have crossed his mind. The fact that he had started studying up about transplants again must mean he'd been thinking of something. What in the world was he thinking? If our positions were reversed, what would I have done? Suzune knew what she had to do. She headed for the ICU. She got there just as Dr. Saiki, who was her own attending physician as well, emerged from inside.
Vicente.
The doctor stopped, surprised. Suzune drew herself upright and looked him right in the eye. Doctor, please use my liver for a transplant for Takia! You can perform a living liver transplant, right? If you need to take half or even 2/3 of it, then please, by all means! For a moment, Dr. Saiki looked as he'd been taken a punch to the face, but soon his expression resolved into a sad smile.
You heard about the blood.
Suzune nodded.
I'm afraid that won't be possible. A living liver transplant is dangerous enough for a healthy person. Someone in your condition would never be able to tolerate the surgery.
You can do it when my time comes then, Suzune said.
Regardless, Miss Endo, I can't carry out a living liver transplant between complete strangers. The law doesn't allow it. If the two of you got married, that would be a different story, but that's not possible either.
And the fact that they're both fucking teenagers.
Neither you nor Takia can legally marry until you're 18.
Married? Suzune had never thought about such a thing, but if marrying Takia would make the surgery possible, she'd do whatever it took. Well, that's kind of a twisted law, seriously. And apparently the law wasn't going to allow for that either. Well, I don't care what the law says. If I'm the only person who can save Takia, then please take my liver! Doctor, please!
I'm afraid what you're asking simply can't be done. You need to focus on your own condition and getting better yourself.
I'm beyond saving anyway, though, right? So please, I'm begging you! Takia needs... As Suzune grabbed hold of the doctor's gown, pleading, a sharp pain shot through her chest. Oh God, not now! The galloping heartbeat was back. No, her pulse had never been quite this erratic before. Her mouth opened and closed reflexively. She was unable to breathe. Please. An electrical shock went through her from the implanted defibrillator. The world faded as she slowly collapsed to the floor. I guess when you put it that way, Ji-chan, yeah. Suzune had a long, long dream. Oh god, she was pulling in a coma for a long time. Oh no! Oh no! Her father was in that dream. And though Suzune couldn't clearly remember her face, her late mother was there too, trying desperately to save her. And then there was Takuya. Takuya was smiling. A genuine smile. A smile that Suzune had never seen. Takuya's mouth was moving, but no sound came out. Oh god. She tried to read his lips. Oh god. Thank you. Thank you. Wait, what do you mean? Suzune cried out as she woke. She was staring up at a familiar ceiling. She was back in her own room. I have so many feelings right now. I oh god. She spotted her older brother Achi sleeping in a folding chair nearby. Do I do it? Like, can I get back here? Oh god. You fucking jinxed it. You guys fucking jinxed it, and I know what happened, and oh god. You guys fucking jinxed it. Do I do it or not? You guys fucking jinxed it. I have so many conflicting emotions right now. I know what happened to Takuya, so I'm really sad about that. At the same time, I am completely just flabbergasted and almost wanting to laugh out loud at the outright balls of this game to do, to give me a jump in the motherfucking side story. I'm too afraid. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get back here or not. Oh my god. I don't know, because now we have precedence for it not, being able to fully scroll. Okay, I can scroll back up here, at the very least, but I'll try to go forward. Hachi? The word creaked raspily from her throat.
Huh? Suzune! You awake?
Her brother rose from the chair, then excitedly scampered out of the room. With a start, Suzune realized something was attached to her chest. Oh, God. Oh, my God. She felt a peculiar sensation. 6 distinct tingles all running from the center to the left side of her chest. Electrocardiograph electrodes. She followed the leads that ran from her chest to the monitor by her pillow. I was surprised to see the waveform moving across it. It was her pulse. And amazingly, the rhythm was solid and strong. Nothing like the one she'd been familiar with for so long. No, that's not my pulse. Suzune realized what she was seeing. She understood instinctively. Yep. This heart, it was Takuya's. Achi returned with Dr. Saki. Yep, it's what we thought. Oh, God. Who proceeded to check the various monitoring devices by the bed, nodding and smiling with satisfaction.
It's good to see you awake again. For now, there don't appear to be any signs of rejection. Of course, we'll need to be vigilant, but this new heart seems to be a good match for you, Miss Endo.
It's Takuya's, isn't it? Please tell me if it's not. I told you I wanted him to have my liver! Takuya was dead. If she had his heart now, there was no way he was alive. Dr. Saki looked away, and for a while he said nothing.
When it comes to who your donor is, I'm not at liberty to say anything. You understand that, right? So instead, let me tell you how things went for Takuya in the end. You two were friends. Boyfriend and girlfriend, maybe? Either way, you have a right to know about his passing.
Takuya's passing. Suzune had already imagined as much, but now she couldn't hold back the tears. Takuya is dead. He's dead. Dr. Saki went on.
Takuya begged me to help keep him alive just a little bit longer. His family agreed, so we proceeded with an artificial liver system, treatment that's relatively untested here in Japan. For a while his symptoms abated and he even regained consciousness.
The doctor took a breath.
But it was already too late. He lapsed into a coma due to acute liver failure.
Oh, God.
And then developed complications, a condition known as DIC, which caused clotting in blood vessels throughout his body. Initially, we thought he might have hepatic encephalopathy, but a CT scan of his head revealed cerebral edema. He was declared brain dead 2 days after his birthday.
Oh, my God.
He was 15 years old.
Dr. Saki gave her a significant look. Suzune wondered what that implied.
He was insistent that he make it to 15.
Saki continued.
He said there was something he absolutely needed to do. On his birthday, he called for his family and told them.
Oh, God. I want to register as an organ donor. Huh?
Here in Japan, individuals under 15 years of age aren't allowed to give consent for organ donation. If Takuya died before he turned 15, then his heart, all of his organs rather, could not have been provided to a patient in need. And that was something he wished for very much.
Oh my God, what a champ! Oh my God, Takuya! Takuya had been reading up and studying. And he learned they needed to survive until he turned 15. And he asked for life-prolonging measures to be taken. Also that he could register as a donor in order to give me his heart.
And I don't know who it was, but apparently a surgeon was able to perform a transplant for a patient believed to be an ideal match for his heart.
Wow.
Evidently, this patient was also comatose and in an extremely dire state. From what I hear, the surgery seemed to have gone quite well. Of course, I don't know the identity of the patient either.
Suzune strained to move her right hand, setting it atop her chest. Underneath the layers of the bandages, she could feel a heartbeat, steady and strong. Takiya's heart is beating within me.
He left a letter for you. I haven't looked at what's inside, so I'm not sure what it says.
Dr. Saki set a white envelope down at the bedside table, then left the room. Achi? Read it to me. She didn't feel strong enough to read it herself, but she didn't want to wait.
You sure?
Achi asked.
All right then, let's see.
Achi opened the envelope, slid the letter out, and began to read.
Suzune. If you're reading this letter, that means everything has gone well. Congratulations. And also thank you. Oh God. Ever since I became sick, no, even before then, I had known what it was like to be happy. I hated the world and went through my whole life just thinking about how pointless my existence was. An excuse for a human being with no reason to live. What did it matter if
It's going too fast.
I hated that I was going to die so young, but at the same time, it seemed pointless to try to live any longer. And then I met you. I fell in love with you. I love you, Suzune. With all of my heart. With you in this world, I want to go on living a little longer. Because living would actually have some meaning.
Oh my God. Same Mystery Theater.
When I found out that we had the same blood, I was shocked. It had to be fate. Right? Neither of us was going to be able to survive on our own. But if one of us sacrificed herself for the other one could go on living. I wouldn't be able to bear any world without you in it, Suzune. The answer was clear. I want you to have my heart, Suzune. That's the best possible thing for the both of us. You're probably a little sad knowing that I'm gone now. I'll be happy if that's the case. Will you please be happy for me, now that my heart is inside you? That would make me even happier. Happier than anything. Thank you so much for taking my heart. It'll beat for you as hard as it can. I hope. I wish we could have talked more. If it had only been possible, I would have liked to have gone somewhere with you.
Oh God.
But it's okay. That's why I get to be with you forever. I won't be lonely anymore.
Oh God.
Goodbye. I'm looking forward to our future together. Takiya Kazama.
Oh my god. I was not prepared for this. Achi's voice grew gradually more hoarse as he read. By the end, he was struggling not to weep.
Damn it. Did it really have to be like this?
Suzune was more astounded that she was sad. Of course, she was upset that Takuya had died. She was glad that she was going to live. But above all, she was amazed by the fact that Takuya had cared for her so much as he had. That he'd fought so hard to prolong his own life just to save hers. That moved her more deeply than anything she'd ever known. Maybe a young crush couldn't be called real love, but that didn't make it any less pure. Oh my god, what? Thank you. Oh my god. Goodbye. I'm looking forward to our future together. Oh my god. Jesus H. Christ on a fucking stick. That was... Oh, God. Ugh. And we gotta do that Achi jump, whatever that leads to. Oh my God. I agree. Jishan, that was good in a painful way. Wow. Oh my god. Wow. Oh my god. Exactly, Ji-chan. I thought we were done. We were done with most of the story. Just a few, okay, side story, la la la, oh my god. Just like a full force bomb of emotion. Jesus H fucking Christ. Oh my god. Wow. Oh my god. Jeez. After, like, we have to go back and do the Achi jump. And we still have the Kanan side story, which is probably going to be, less depressing, but probably more suspenseful than this. The end. It's going back to the main menu here. I bet. Heartbeat of spring. Let's load the game, see if we can get back to there. Hopefully it has like the jumping points. Oh god. Wait. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Is it gonna let me scroll? It better let me fucking scroll or else I'm not gonna do this right now. Okay, it's letting me scroll. Thank God. Thank God it's letting me scroll. Oh, okay. Oh, jeez. Okay. Okay. See, this is what was missing from... Here we go. Okay. Here we go. Oh, look at this. Once the crowd had put Hachi back down on his feet, he rushed over to Hitomi.
So, Hitomi.
Yes?
Hitomi, there's so much stuff I want to talk to you about. So many things I want to tell you.
He gazed into her face.
But, Suzune.
He didn't know how to continue. Hitomi smiled warmly. She understood. Go on, Hachi. Go see your sister. There's nobody here in trouble that you need to rescue now.
Thank you. I better get going then. To see Suzune.
Is it just... Oh. Are you kidding me? That's all it was? Just to show that he just came there after he jumped back? Wait. Was that it? You're kidding me. Wow. Some programmer really thought jumping was like the greatest idea that ever lived. I'm not even joking. Erica Ferruto is the programmer of the jump system. Absolutely. Absolutely. Can you imagine if we had to go through that manually only to get to that? Yes, everyone will love my jump system! The greatest system that ever lived! Totally. Yeah, no, Erica Ferruto programmed the... Cannot open the time chart during this scenario. Why not? Really? Why? Why? Why can't I go back? Ah, jeez. Oh, God. It's not letting me... I'm literally trapped. I'm fucking trapped in this, It's not... Now it's... God. It was... That jump was literally nothing. Literally nothing. And now I'm stuck having to fast forward through the end because of the jump. Oh, God. It wasn't even new content. Really, it was just... Oh, my God. I may as well shut off the fucking game and open it again. Seriously. Somebody really fucking loved that jump system. I'm doing it. I'm shutting the fucking game off and jumping it. I'm turning it on again. Jumping is literally the worst thing about this game. Aside from the labyrinth. Because... seriously. No, Serious. Why was that there? Seriously, why the fuck was that there? Oh, God. Okay, you guys. It's, really... Past time. I think next time we're gonna end things with some anime shit with Kanan's side story. Oh my god. So yeah, next time will be the final 428. I'm fairly certain. Oh god. Yeah, it is late AF. That side story went on for quite a while, so yeah, next time might be a short one, as I think we're gonna end the game with the Kanan side story, unless anything else unlocks after Kanan, but I doubt it. I don't know if there is. This just seems like a hook into the anime, so my biggest fear is that the Kanan side story thing is like a little preview for Kanan and it's super short. And if that's true, then I'm probably going to jump right into Remember 11 right after it. So, oh wait, I unlock more short stories about secondary characters if I play the pop quiz. Oh, thank you, Eblis. So we're gonna do that next time as well. Okay, thank you, Eblis. Great. So we might not even be the last stream. So I didn't realize that, Eblis. So next time, some more side stories, including Kanan's. And it is Tuesday, so on Thursday, we're gonna be getting back to Rose Gun days. It's maybe 2 or so more streams. I have no idea how many more side stories there are. Until next time, and we'll continue this on Friday. I hope you all had a okay time. You know, there's a lot of heart-wrenching stuff in there. Until next time, I will say, so long, farewell, auf Wiedersehen, good night. For all the sweetest of hearts. See ya.